The real magic of SaaS animations lies in small, smooth movements. So in this tutorial, we will create a polished UI button animation from scratch. I'll drop a Fusion composition on the timeline and open it in Fusion. Add a background node and connect it to media out. Choose a gentle gradient as background. Now I'll start by bringing in a rectangle node and a background node and merge them into the main pipeline. Choose a color. In the rectangle node, uncheck solid. Increase the border width a little, adjust the width and height to make a small bar, and increase the corner radius to 1. Next, bring in the first PNG. Add a background node after it, then add a transform node and merge them in. Choose a color for the PNG logo if it's not already colored. Adjust the size and position it on the right side. Now I'll copy this entire PNG node setup and paste it 3 more times into the workspace and merge them in one by one. Offset the PNGs using the transform nodes. Replace the PNGs by dropping a new PNG over the media in node. If you are using loader nodes, replace them from the inspector panel. If the logos are not the exact same resolution or the aspect ratios, adjust their sizes individually. Guides can be really handy here. Take your time and make sure the alignment and spacing look perfect. Now let's reveal the logos. Copy and paste the first rectangle and its background, merge them in. Set the border width to 0, check solid, and add a transform node after the background. Go to frame 15 just when the cursor will arrive and add a keyframe on size. Move a few frames forward and reduce the size to 0.3 so it becomes a small bar. Move forward about 5 frames and increase the size just a little, maybe to 0.31. 5 frames later, bring the size back to 0.3. Now go to the frame where the blue bar should start closing back in. Add a keyframe there, move forward 10 frames, and increase the size to 1. Maybe a little more than 1 for a pulse effect. 5 frames later, reduce the size slightly. Move forward another 5 frames and restore the size back to 1. At this point, the blue bar is settling in the middle of the main bar. But I don't actually want it there. I want it to settle exactly in the middle of the upper border of our border rectangle. To do this, you don't need to animate center Y along with size. Just adjust the pivot Y value until the blue bar is perfectly positioned where you want it. Now open the Spline Editor, make sure Show Only Selected Tool is checked, and check the size parameter. Hit Zoom to fit and select the keyframes and press S to smooth the motion. Tweak the handles for extra polish. Looks good so far. Now let's give the logos a subtle animation when they are being revealed. Here is a small issue. The size values in the existing transform nodes are slightly different for each logo. So if we animate those transform nodes directly, we would have to do it individually for every PNG. That's a lot of work. So instead, let's add a fresh transform node for the first PNG. With this new transform selected, adjust the pivot point toward the bottom of the main rectangle and reduce the size until the logo reaches near the edge. Now go to the frame where the logo is about to be revealed and add a keyframe on size. About 10 frames later, set the size to 1. Move forward 5 frames. Reduce the size slightly for a small pulse. 5 frames later, restore the size back to 1. This gives us a nice clean pulse effect. Now go to the frame where the blue bar starts closing in, add a keyframe, move forward a few frames, and reduce the size again. Open the Spline Editor, zoom to fit, select the keyframes, and smooth the motion. Now we want the same animation on the remaining logos. Just copy the transform node we just animated, right-click on the connection line of the second logo and choose Paste. Do the same for the remaining logos. And boom, everything moves in perfect sync. Finally, bring in a text node and merge it in. Type the name for the button and style it however you like. Now, to make the text stick to the button, like it's part of it, we will take a shortcut. Add a transform node after the text node, copy the transform node from the blue bar, select the transform for the text, and choose Paste Settings. And boom, saved a lot of time. And that's it. If you learned something today, give the video a like and subscribe.